Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It's kind of mail day, but it's not mail day. Right here. And wouldn't you believe it, it's padded envelopes. Nothing really too excited, but it took 2 weeks to go from New York State It took 2 weeks to get from New York State to Pennsylvania. And for people who might not be great with their geography of the United States, that's 1 state away. So I'm pretty sure I could have walked it quicker than I got here. I did look at the tracking this morning because I was like, where is this package? I ordered this thing forever ago. And on the tracking from like December 2nd through December 8th, it said delayed due to postal conditions. So I don't know what happened, but as you guys can see, this side looks like an absolute mess. This side looks pretty clean. Nothing really crazy going on over here. These are the last 2 golf clubs I have from the entire season of not listing. This one is like $100 to $400 golf club. It's a very rare model in this all red. So I'm kind of holding on selling it, and the reason why is because I was going to put it in this box. As you can see, it goes like so. But I don't know if I put the head cover on it, I'm going to have enough padding, but then it's just going to be like firmly in there. And I don't know if you spend $400 on a golf club, if that's really how you want it packed. It's packed all right to my standards, but when you spend $400 on a golf club, it's kind of like you should probably pack it a little bit better and find an actual golf club box, which I have to drive all the way to Allentown, which is about 45 minutes away, and hope that they have a golf club or they have a driver box at the golf store like that they can just give away. Usually they have a lot of iron boxes, and you kind of get away like that. But today is going to be a daily video. We're going to see what we get into. It's going to be a very, very busy week. Salsa, not looking too thrilled. Alright, oh, made it to the good old STOCKERTOWN post office. I was looking in this window, and I didn't notice how much gray hair I have over here. Sucks getting old, but that's just part of the whole spiel, I guess. How am I going to do this? Oh. Alrighty. Grab this, grab that. Wow, this doesn't really show this to magnitude, but look at all these geese. All the way over there also. Up here, more coming along, more down there. There's got to be over 1,000. That's not really showing up. I wish this thing zoomed in. There's got to be close to 1,000 over there. Alright, well, I made it to this thrift store. It's actually a thrift store. I talked a little bit about it previously. Is the thrift store that kind of got me into thrifting. That over there was an abandoned lot for the longest time. I guess they finally cleared it out a little bit. Cut down all the trees and random things that were growing in it. Crazy, because I remember when that was just all overgrown. They didn't repave it. It was just grown in between the cracks and stuff. But we're at this thrift store. I don't really expect to find much. Today is probably like the worst day to come here. There's no one even here, but we'll see. Nope. They usually don't restock yesterday, so that's why it's pretty barren coming here really early in the morning. Right when they open up, they're not going to have new things out because they're going to be putting out through the whole day. Didn't really plan that accordingly. Am I seeing anything? Am I seeing anything? I'm not. And people ask me like why I don't check out like this cast iron Being around this kind of stuff so often, I can tell just by the handle and the texture. If it's older, generally you can tell based off the brand. It's just based off of appearance, just from the top. You can kind of just see what it is. Those are probably from Applebee's or something like that. Boom, boom. This might be Hazel Atlas. Here we have a robo mower. Start off at $350, they lowered it to $250, then $200, then $100, and now it's at $74. $74. So I don't know what the rest of the parts are, but interesting. Interesting. Oh, they sell vacuum cleaner parts here. That's also interesting. So that's what someone else. I dropped off that red box over there. Couple trash finds. I'm leaving this place because there's nothing there for me. But I got my receipt. It's that time of the year. You guys are still out there. You guys can pile in a couple last donation receipts for your taxes. If you guys file income tax, stuff like that, it always helps. All right, so I got my receipt. I wrote down housewares, clothing. That's kind of what I donate. Donate like 2 shirts. I'm stopping off here because they have a reuse center, which sometimes has some goodies. Anything. It's almost like you can't even donate anything. They have too much stuff. I'm not seeing anything. Look behind the scenes on Wall Street. Nope. There's nothing really here for me. Sometimes you might be able to find some good things. They, when you do the auction, so the same place that does the auction, they're supposed to have an auction like 2 days or 3 days. They encourage people to take stuff out of there. They tell you you cannot put anything there because when you do clean outs, eventually you'll find like a lot of junk and you're like, yeah, let me just throw it in the reuse center so I don't have to haul it home. This place says you can't do that. So they allow you to take stuff, and that's why I stopped, because I think it's one of those things that's kind of corporate, where I think it's one of those things with corporate where they kind of, I wouldn't say do a write-off, but they say that they're doing good for the community by doing this reuse center, but they really don't want to do it because it just has a pile of junk, essentially. So they want people to kind of just take the stuff. Hello. Alrighty. We made it to Petco. Let's go look at some lizards. Some frogs. I don't know why I'm looking at this, but today is definitely a daily video, just kind of running all over the place. Getting salsa some food as well. If you guys are ever curious about what my day ensues, this is pretty much it. Random stuff. Nothing exciting, no traveling the world. None of that. Where art thou, feud? Alrighty. She's no longer a puppy. She's not a senior yet. I think this is it. Yep, that's it. How much? 53 bucks. One thing that's really funny is that dogs literally get excited over the same exact meal every single day, and sometimes we have trouble deciding what we want to eat. and they get excited over the same exact meal for 15 years of their life. It's crazy. All right, look for a bone maybe. All right, should I get her? I think I got her this one. She really liked it. Is it this one? Could be a knuckle bone. I don't think this might not be it. This might be it. Same one, I think. That's the same one. Which one was it? I know one I'm definitely not getting her is the ham bone. This was terrible. She got sick. There's splinters everywhere. I was like, this is... I got it before it got really bad, but that I won't do. Because you always have to be careful of it. Splintering. Four shank. Aggressive. I think this is good. $8. Good old Christmas gift for salsa. What the? My golly. It's massive. The other one's even bigger over there. Alright. This is opened. Maybe I'll get one that's not open. All right, so I did make it back. I'm going to take apart the rest of this brass. I think it was a head frame. See what we got going on here. Is this might be also? So I did take off the bars on it. I think I'm unscrewing this nut. No, maybe I'm not. Put that down. Does this go all the way through? This might go. We'll see. No, I think I got it. There we go. So this is brass. I did take off the sidebars or the poles. I went to the scrapyard. I think I got 13 bucks or 15 bucks for both of them. So this is just iron. Grab this over here. This is my iron bucket. What you got going on? Does this pop open? It should pop open like that. So I gotta take off these top bolts. I think they're just like a little cap. So these are brass. And I know I haven't been doing a lot of scrapping videos this year. I should just... And I kind of got away from it because it seemed like I was getting boggled down with a lot of other kind of content. And another thing was I do still read all the comments. I'll put this in here. It's brass. I still read all the comments, and generally speaking with these scrapping videos, a lot of people dislike the idea of recycling, and they think I should just donate it. If you guys check out my thrifting videos, you guys would see in a couple of them, I do show a little bit of the back of some of these donation centers, and they have bins or piles of just metal. So things like this, they don't even put out. They just scrap it, or they have a scrapper come in and then they get it cut from it. So rather than some Joe Blow guy who put no effort into picking this up or storing it or hauling it around, I would like to make the money. I mean, it might seem a little selfish, but if I'm going to do the work, why should I just give it away to someone else? So that's one thing. I do a lot of donations myself. Wow, that works. I do a lot of donations myself. I do the animal shelter probably about like once every 4 months. I'm just spinning everything, so that's not even gonna... I'll just stay like that because that's not coming off. I'm spinning nothing. So I do a lot of donations myself. As you see today, I just dropped off a bunch of donations as well. I think next year, when I get kind of out of the eBay and Etsy thing, I'm only going to do flea markets, or if I have higher end stuff, I might put that online. I'm not going to be fiddling around with $5 or $8 items anymore on eBay. I think with fees and the shipping just going straight through the roof, it's just not worth it for me. It's too much of a headache. I know I sold a golf club last week, and I kind of go based off of the general price of shipping on golf clubs. I do kind of a flat rate, and so I did 15 bucks, and knowing from personal experience, it's about 15 bucks to send a golf club from here to Myrtle Beach, or from here to Illinois, and well, it went to Texas, and it was like $42 to ship it for some reason. So I ended up only making about $6 in total on the golf club. It was kind of upsetting because, you know, the buyer paid whatever, 60 or 70 bucks. I only made like $5, and in profit I probably only made like $4, and it just wasn't. It was like something I'd rather just bring to flea market and sell for $3 or $4 and have someone else just really enjoy it and have themselves a $60 or $70 golf club for $3 or $4 rather than go through the whole hassle of putting it on eBay. Look at that. That wasn't too bad. Did it all with one hand. Took me about 5 minutes. It's probably about $3 in brass. So I probably have another, let's say like $8 here in brass in total. And then we can finally see what these other things are. These should pop out. Another little bit of a screw in there as well. So you gotta unscrew this a little. At least I thought. Oh, they have this piece. All right. It's not unscrewing for some reason. Maybe I'll have to bring this in as dirty brass. No, there you go. Alright, so let's check these out. Yeah, these are cool. These are what, porcelain? Ceramic. Oh, there you go. Very, very neat. I don't know if somebody would buy these. These are... I don't know. Somebody might be able to repurpose these or use these, but I'm going to put these in a... probably put these in a flat. I'll put them in a box now. I'll save these for the flea market. I think somebody would like these. I don't know. The whole crafting flea market, it's like pretty much anything you find you can say, oh, you can craft with it. Unfortunately, flea market I sell at, the markets around here are not really crafting flea markets. They're more glorified yard sale markets where people buy stuff to actually use it. Or to kind of, I guess you say, there's the picking crowd, and then there's the people who buy stuff to use it. So we'll see with that. Hopefully somebody will come along and pick those up, because I don't want to throw these out. These are really cool. Very neat. These look hand-painted as well. Probably mass-produced hand-painted, but they look hand-painted. So yeah, go ahead and clean up here. Probably take apart a couple other things. I still have this cart, which I'll probably have to take to the warehouse. I know we're supposed to get with some pretty nasty weather tonight. I don't want this to get all rusty and beat up. It's been in my van for quite some time, I feel like. But yeah, just going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been way different than a lot of other things. Kind of just a daily video here, trying to get by with the week. It's going to get very busy here in a couple days. I know tomorrow there's a storage auction that I'm going to try to get to around here. There's also auction and then trash picking throughout the whole day. So I'll try to do some of that stuff. The day after that, I think there's more storage auctions. If I buy a locker, buy 2 lockers, I have to clean it out, hopefully before the end of the weekend. Then I also have to do 3 more trash picking videos, or 3 more trash picking days before the actual holidays show up. So I don't know what the schedule is going to be like around the holidays. Everything kind of gets all jammed up with everything going on, and we'll see what happens. So I don't know how the videos are going to be for the next 2 weeks or so, but we'll make do. We'll try to do something, try to have some fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it's been way off from normal videos. More people have asked about kind of like what my personal life is like. It's kind of when I'm not doing content things, kind of taking apart things, and listing and stuff like that. So eBay's slowing down, Etsy's slowing down. I think the winter's finally going to hit us. It's starting to snow right now. And catch up with you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's adventure. Hopefully it's a dandy, and hopefully you find a lot of cool things tomorrow. So until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.